So, Brian asked me if you minded whether or not he's going to your birthday dinner. You don't mind, right? I told him that you didn't mind.
He asked you? Y'all speak like that? And you have conversations like that?
Yeah, we keep in contact now. He is going to be my future brother-in-law, so I'm trying to, get along with everyone in the family. You never answered me, though. You don't mind that he's going, right?
I don't mind. I don't mind that you talk to him. It is what it is. Y'all are people. What else? What else did you talk about?
Well, I think he's, still hung up on Miranda. Not Miranda, Charlotte. Even though he's not her dad, I think he still struggles with, missing her. He asked me if, I could give up where Miranda is, and I said it was probably a bad idea.
He wasn't, harassing you or nothing, right? These questions he asked you, he wasn't, being pushy or whatever, because I know how he can be when he's, obsessed with things. And that's from afar. I barely know the dude, but I know he can get like that.
No, not at all. It was a very, casual, chill conversation. He just, randomly brought it up. And then backtracked once I said, it's not good for him to ask,
So y'all had, a really, a deep therapy session or something, huh? Y'all really had a deep conversation.
Not really. We just, we had a conversation. I don't really see it as a big deal. Does it bother you that I'm, not close with him, but we talk like that?
Nah, it doesn't bother me one bit. As long as you tell me that you're having these conversations with him, because, on one hand, it can be considered, emotional cheating, I guess.
Wait, so every time I have a conversation with someone like Brian or whatever, I have to, pass it by you? For permission?
That's not what I meant. I specifically said emotional cheating. I'm not accusing you outright of that. I'm just saying, if you were having these conversations in secret, that's the way it comes off.
You literally just said, if I ever talk to Brian to let you know. To me, that sounds like, I need to get permission granted to go talk to my brother-in-law, future brother-in-law. Are you you think we're gonna date or something? Are you insecure with that?
No, but look at it this way. If you had a sister, hypothetically, and I had these conversations, deep feeling conversations, and I wasn't telling you and I hide them, you'd be upset, no?
Who's hiding it, though? I'm literally the one that brought it up to you. I didn't hide it one bit.
I know, I'm saying, if you didn't tell me, I'd be upset. You're not getting it,
No, I don't have a problem telling you. I have nothing to hide. It wasn't a secret that I was talking to him. I just have a problem with being told that I have to tell you, that I need permission.
Hold on. Stop. Sorry. How about that? The way I'm speaking, not coming out the way I'm thinking, not coming out the way I'm feeling. I'm not conveying it correctly, and I don't want to upset you. Talk to whoever you want to talk to. I'm sorry, alright?
Yeah. No, you're right. This is becoming something. Forget it. Let's squash it. As a matter of fact, speaking of Brian, I was just curious, when are you gonna hang out with him? Because it does seem like he kind of wants to hang out with you, but you're super, super busy. I just want to make sure that you are utilizing this brothership. You are I don't know. I don't want you guys to drift apart, that's all.
Yeah, I like hanging out with him. I like having a brother. Me and Santo, man, he was weird. And, about Santo, dude, I know you dated him out of spite, but, that whole Michelin chef thing, he just seemed, arrogant to me. A little pompous. I couldn't relate to him. I feel like I'm lower class and he's upper class. We just grew up differently. Me and Brian had that blue-collar relationship.
Yeah, kind of like my conversation with him. It was organic and not planned and not devious or scheming.
You're doing it again, Melissa. You're going there again. I said what I said to just be transparent with you. You know, like, I'm not filtering myself so that, like, we are 100 with one another.
You're right. Sorry. I'm being toxic. Speaking of being transparent, I need to get this off my chest because I have, what's the phrase? Beat around the bush way too much with it. So I'm just going to say it out loud to get it out of the way. The whole pregnancy not continuing thing, it didn't happen because of poison or my stomach virus or anything like that. I was under the impression that you were going to Japan and either never coming back or you were going to come back and not want to be with me again. I thought we were done. I didn't want to carry a baby into this world under the pretense that you hated me or that we weren't together, or I didn't want to come to you and say, hey Joey, I have a baby, and then you would have gotten back with me under those circumstances. Whew. So, I discontinued the pregnancy because of a false realization.
Melissa, I was under the impression that, like, you had an emergency. I was feeling terrible for you. Like, I was genuinely feeling bad. I was under the impression that you had, like, an emergency and that this was, like, a damn near tragedy.
But okay, I sense that you were probably upset, especially since I delayed in telling you this news. But remember how good we are doing. Remember how good we are behaving with one another. I'm losing my breath. Example, the conversation we just had about Brian. It escalated because of me, but then we both brought it down. And we didn't fight. So I told you this information. It doesn't change much other than the circumstances. We are together, and when we have a child, it will be perfectly pure and not devious and not behind anyone's back. I didn't want to tell you that I was pregnant under the circumstances that we weren't together because I didn't want to have a baby daddy situation. Okay? So can we not turn this into a fight?
Alright. Well, coincidentally, I forgot to tell you, and I was putting off telling you, that I got a vasectomy in Japan.
You're kidding, right?
Hey, remember, not supposed to get escalated. And I didn't mean, I forgot to tell you. I didn't know when to tell you. But, you know, I also didn't think in Japan that we were going to get back together. I didn't think, like, when I came home, me and you would be a thing. And Melissa, baby, I don't want to have a baby with anyone but you. So I got the vasectomy. Snip, snip.
So we're like, we're not gonna be able to have children ever because you had your balls snipped. Correct?
Correct. But remember, we're not fighting right now. Remember, we're supposed to talk things out, not let things escalate. You had a lapse of memory, and so did I. Sorry.
Yeah. Way to use my words against me.